Hello, everybody. Bunny22 here with my friend Feather Cake Batter.
Hello.
And we're doing our first review for MLP. You excited about
Yay.
this?
Very much so.
Yep. Yeah. Because, we tried to do it for season 5, but that was just way too long.
Yeah,
We spent
really
like 2
long.
hours recording. And we did
Something
the
like
whole
that.
season, but I think doing it one episode at a time is better because then we can talk about it more.
Yeah, definitely.
And this is going to be our first review our first review, basically. And hopefully it turns out good. I'm really,
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to doing more of these with you.
Yes, me too. It should be
And hopefully
interesting.
do past episodes too if people like it.
Yes, indeed.
So, this is going to be our review for season 6, episodes 1 and 2, The Crystallings. The episode actually starts off with Starlight, actually, believe it or not.
Yeah, that was kind of surprising. I wasn't expecting to see her as the first thing of season 6.
Well, I was actually hoping for her in season 6, believe it or not. I've been looking forward to it all this time.
Yeah, also an interesting note to point out. I don't know if her voice actress changed or not, but her voice sounds a little bit different than it used to.
Yeah, I noticed that too, and apparently her main style changed a little bit too.
Oh yeah, that too. I actually like it this way better than the old way, but maybe that's just me.
Yeah, I like it too. I definitely like that she's back and becoming part of the main 6, which is now going to be the main 7, I'm guessing.
Yes, probably. However you want to refer to it.
And I did actually see her in the intro a little bit, for like a second.
Yes, in the picture. I missed it both times during my reaction because I don't know. I saw it on the rewatch and I was just like,
Yeah.
I just think it's cool that they added her in there along with the CMC's cutie marks, which you can visibly see.
Oh yeah, that's another thing. Anyway, so yes, episode actually has two things going on with it. It has Starlight reuniting with her friend Sunburst, and this whole business going on with the new baby from Princess Cadence Shining Armor.
Baby OP.
Oh yeah. So
Like this,
yeah.
like the sneeze. Just like it doesn't even compare to cupcake and pound cake. Like it doesn't even compare. Not at all. Like
No.
it's.
Yeah. This baby is a little bit overpowered despite being so young. So, yeah, the characters actually go on their way to the Crystal Empire to meet them. And there was this funny moment when they first arrive at the train station when Shining Army seems to be going crazy.
Lack of sleep. I know the feeling, but
Yeah, I thought that scene
not
was so
sleeping.
hilarious. Especially all the scenes afterward as well.
They told me not to have children, so I did. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's fine. So, yes, I loved all those facial expressions Shining Armor had when he was going crazy at the beginning. And that pretty much lasted through a lot of the first episode.
His facial expressions are keeping up since last season. Like I noticed the scene when Starlight walks into the throne room, and Rarity's laughing at Spike. That laughing expression was like top notch.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
Very legit.
So, yeah, that's when they do decide to split up, and Starlight and Spike go over to talk to Sunburst while everyone else goes to see the new baby.
Yes, and interesting up to this point how much of a role Spike has had in this episode.
Yeah, I actually like Spike a lot in this episode.
I know his character's been really well written, and like instead of being hated on by the writers as he's done in past seasons, I felt like this episode was amazing for his character.
Yeah, Starlight was trying to stall Spike by trying to, point out about his statue, asking about it, and other stuff there. But he did tell a little bit of a story, but he didn't do it for that long. I feel like, which is good.
It made me wonder if I missed Starlight at the Procrastinators Club, but then I realized we never actually get around to meeting. So.
Oh, jeez. And another thing I noticed in this episode was that the crystal ponies don't look crystal-like anymore right now.
Yeah, I know that was interesting. I mean, they looked kind of normal, but like, and you still had the crystal-y essence to them, but like weren't exactly crystal. But I think that's the way they were before. Actually, I'm not completely assured, but
Yeah, they probably were.
Yeah, I haven't seen we haven't seen the Crystal Empire since what, season 4? Or did we see it in
season 3?
Season 3. We saw it in season 5. We saw it in season 5.
Yeah.
One episode, I think. I don't know. My trivia isn't that good.
Yeah, don't know. So, kind of glad that he didn't try, going too far towards his ego, about him saving the Empire, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. He showed that he's learned his lesson about that.
Yes, definitely. Nice. Yeah. So, and then, this is when we actually finally get to meet the new baby, Flurry Heart.
Oh, man.
What a way to introduce.
I thought
funny thing about the reveal scene. Now, I don't know, I think it was Emma Larson, right, that tweeted out that scene?
I don't know.
Well, someone did, and I wound up seeing it before, and I was like, oh my god. But I didn't know that was going to be this episode, though.
Yeah, same here. When I saw the first promo that came out, I didn't realize it was actually going to be, like, the first episode. It was just like, oh, wow, that was fast.
Yeah, I thought that was going to be, like, a mid-season type thing going on here, but no. It's like the first episode, and, we're introduced to the baby already. So, and actually, in this scene, it's slightly hinted at that Luna and Celestia might not be natural-born alicorns, which is actually rather interesting to me, because that shows that they probably got their wings from someone else, or they weren't born in, Equestria.
Mm-hmm.
Because they probably could have came from another place.
But that would make sense, too, speaking that they're, well, taller. But I guess that's with age, but I'm not sure exactly.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, good point there. Now, on the other side of the story, they finally do get to meet Sunburst. Starlight finally reunites with Sunburst.
An interesting character he is indeed. I like his voice.
Yeah, and one thing I'm noting here is Sunburst has kind of a bit of a similarity to Moondancer when he first introduced. He's all about reading books. His house is just full of books,
Mm-hmm. But one thing I noticed is different between Sunburst and Moondancer is that Sunburst is more open to speaking to people than Moondancer was.
Yes. Moondancer was just like a shut-in.
Very introverted.
At least when we were first introduced to her, yeah.
Yes, very, very.
Yeah, which, not a bad thing, but kind of glad that they didn't go down that route again.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah,
so
there's...
Go ahead.
Okay, no, you go.
Oh, I was just gonna say then we have the awkward small talk between Starlight and Sunburst.
So, the Princess of Friendship wants you and I to be friends again?
I know. Weird, right?
So every time we swap back to that scene, it's just like, so, how have you been?
Yeah, I was about to talk about that too. The small talk, and she's trying to talk to him, it's not going so well. She eventually tries again. That doesn't go so well either. So, yeah. Then, nearing the end of this episode, the first part anyway, the baby breaks the crystal heart somehow with a loud screech.
Oh, yes. Sonic screaming, I guess. Just amazing.
Yeah, that's a little bit too easy, though, to break that way. Especially considering it's an old relic.
Well, I mean, if it's old and maybe fragile, or I better say fragile, because someone's going to get on to me for saying fragile. But you know what I mean. I was wondering, is like, of all the things to break, that's the only thing that breaks. I mean, why not, like, some sort of, like, any physical structure that got shattered of some sort? Or, like, that was interesting. It was just that. But maybe that's just because it was in such a close proximity to where she screamed.
Yeah, probably.
Mm-hmm.
She did actually show a small liking to Pinkie Pie, though. Which I like.
Pinkie Pie has learned from Cupcake and Pound Cake, so yeah. It's cool. Just to pick up on this, the amount of episodes that were indirectly referenced were actually quite amazing. There were so many. I lost count after a while. But like
oh, really?
The Spike scenes, Pinky with the babysitting. I can't remember all of them exactly. I'd have to rewatch it and I could point them out. But like the references to past episodes were really cool. They were very subtle though.
Oh, interesting. I'll have to look more into that later. Anyway, so yeah, that's a nice way to end the first part, with the crystal heart shattered in pieces. Then we finally come back to part 2, and, they're like all worried about what's happening, because with the crystal heart broken, the snow, or the snowy weather, I guess, is gonna start taking over the Crystal Empire. Freeze everyone.
Yes, and I was so convinced Sombra was coming back.
I think I said that very, very early on, actually, in my reaction. Like, before they even got to the Crystal Empire, I said, is Sombra coming back?
I was so hyped after the end of part 1. It was just like, yes!
You're looking forward to Sombra?
I was looking forward to see Sombra's character come back and maybe actually fledge a little bit, as opposed to when he appeared in the season 3 premiere.
Yeah. There is one other thing now about this. The clouds are coming, everyone's freaking out, figuring out what to do. They're going to the library. But Luna and Celestia are actually trying to help. They're actually doing stuff.
Princess Celestia is actually doing something for once.
And Luna, too.
And it's not an alternate timeline.
You still get some more of those scenes with, Sunburst and Starlight before she finally leaves the house. They do notice that the cold is out. So, yeah, the whole chaotic scene with the library, that was pretty funny. I was, laughing. It
was like Tom and Jerry all over again.
Oh, jeez. Yeah.
I was saying, it was like playing whack-a-mole, but you never hit one.
Yes, I saw that in your reaction. That was funny. That part made me laugh. So, yeah. That was pretty hilarious. They're, having trouble with the baby shooting everywhere. Starlight finally comes in. And then there was this one scene that made me laugh a little bit. It was Pinkie Pie's long or short story version of what's going on.
She accidentally destroyed the crystal heart, so Twilight and Cadence are looking for a spell to put it back together and save the Crystal Empire from turning into a giant wasteland of ice and snow. Oh.
So, yeah, they do finally find the book that they were looking for. But the baby breaks it. Shoots it with a laser.
After all the ping pong that goes around, just ding, 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 ding.
Yeah, everyone blocks the laser. Oh, no, the book's gone.
And I was like, seriously? I mean, come on! And of all the things that happen, seriously.
Yeah, I know, right? So they do figure out that Twilight might be able to remember the spell, even though she just read it for not even that long. She might be able to remember what the spell was. And then this is when Starlight and Spike go back to get Sunburst.
Yes.
They go back to get Sunburst to see if he can help, because they're thinking by this point that he's actually great as a powerful wizard.
Yes. And all along, I mean, we kind of knew that he wasn't, based on his his personality, but you can tell that he has a knack for remembering things and knowing how to do stuff. Yeah. Knowing how to get things done.
Yeah, he does. And then there was this whole confession parts going on where he was confessing about him not being a wizard.
Well, you were wrong, okay? I'm not an important wizard. I'm not even a wizard at all.
And she was confessing about all the things that she did.
You don't know what it was like to be left behind, and then getting so bitter that you steal the cutie marks from an entire village, and then get defeated by Twilight and her friends. So you travel through time to get back at them, but they beat you again and teach you about friendship. But you're so terrified ponies will find out what you did that you can't make any friends.
Did you really travel through time?
Confessing season 5 in a nutshell.
Yeah, pretty much. But he actually did know what to do.
Yes, did we ever doubt him?
No.
God hope we didn't, otherwise the world would have ended.
Oh, God. Well, the Crystal Empire would have ended.
Oh, yeah, well, that's like half the world.
So, yeah. He helps them figure it out. he helps fix the crystal. The crystal heart, and everyone becomes crystallized again, which was a nice callback, I guess, to season 3.
Yes, indeed.
Mm-hmm.
And the whole performance of the ceremony of the crystalling was very interesting in itself, I have to say.
Yes, it was. Yeah, but also, at the same time, they're also doing a spell on the baby to take away his random magic. Random, magic outburst.
Yes.
Which, in my mind, was, because it would have been fun to keep the baby like that.
Yeah, but imagine trying to get any sleep.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Doesn't have a house anymore. What happened?
My house got attacked by a baby. Baby, you say?
Or as some person that one scene when he first saw the crystal heart shattered is like, a baby did this? That was so funny.
Yeah, I remember that scene.
Actually, no, the funnier scene was when they did the confession and Starlight, after she gave her confession, hit just the glasses that slid down his nose. That was, or his muzzle. I'm sorry, I gotta be technical here, but that was.
Yeah, that was funny. So, oh yeah, then finally at the very, very end of the episode, Twilight's parents come.
Oh yes, and they give voice. That was completely unexpected.
I would have been more surprised about that scene, I think. Except when I first saw that scene, I was like, is that Twilight's parents? I think that's Twilight's parents. Oh, God. My brain. Yeah.
But that's awesome that they get to talk. Hopefully they appear in later episodes as well.
Yes, that would actually be nice.
Instead of just one-time characters.
I probably would have been more... I probably would have had a different reaction if the parents talking, but, I didn't. Yeah, that's pretty much that. But there is one little small thing that I'm going to surprise you with. Now,
what is that?
At the very end, nearing the end of the episode, there's a shot with the castle, right? Crystal Castle?
Yep.
If you look very close...
The epic camera angle.
Yeah, if you look very closely, you actually see something flying, and it looks like a changeling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, did you hear about that?
Yeah, I caught it on my second rewatch. I didn't see it the first time, though. But
yeah.
The second time, I was like, what is that? I was like, nothing ever flies in Equestria. We never see anything flying.
Yeah,
so
I know,
it kind
right?
of intrigued me.
Yeah, maybe it's a changeling. Season 6 finale. Anyway, let's not go into that. So anyway, yeah, that's pretty much all that we need to talk about all the stuff going on in the episode. Now let's talk about what we think about the episode now. Our thoughts and review of the episode now, finally. Now, for me, I liked the episode a lot. It doesn't compare to other premieres where, there's some epic battle going on with some evil character. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm, I know what you mean. Understandable.
Yeah, but it was still enjoyable.
Yes, I found it very enjoyable. Just, it seemed to lack substance here and there for me. It didn't take away from the entertainment of it. They still kept it alive with some humor. But
yeah.
It seemed, in the first part, it just seemed a little slow to me. Like, there wasn't enough going on, and everything seemed to but drag on for too long in some parts. But besides that, I found it pretty entertaining, and it just got better as it went along for me. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I enjoyed it too. I didn't feel like it dragged on for me. I enjoyed the beginning part because of all the stuff going on with them talking about the crystalling and, Starlight being there and everything. I really enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm. I enjoyed it. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying it. I felt like it took too long to get to a certain point. There should have been more stuff in there. I don't know what that stuff is, but there should have been more interaction.
Yeah, you got a point there, I guess.
Most of it was just Starlight. Not most of it, but the first 10 minutes of Starlight getting lost in the castle.
Yeah, that was funny.
That was funny. It was kind of entertaining. It reminded me of my first day of elementary school. I can't find anything.
Oh yeah, everyone's probably had days like that at a new place. So where is everything? So.
And then her comment, oh, this asshole looks small from the outside. So true. So true.
All right. Okay, then I guess we're done here. So
I guess
yeah.
so.
Hope that you guys enjoyed our review/overview of this episode. And
Yeah.
if you guys like it, we'll probably see if we could see about doing older episodes as well.
Yeah.
If everyone really enjoys these. Alright. I guess we'll see you guys in our next review.
Yeah.
Or possibly be seeing me in one of his reactions soon.
Oh boy.
Bronies react.
Dun dun dun.
Alright. Goodbye.
Bye.